Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at the Cherry Audio Trident Mark III. This is the latest synth from Cherry Audio, and it's a marvelous thing based on the Korg Trident Marks 1 and 2. This is epic. It's basically three instruments in one. You have a synthesizer here, which is two oscillator synth. Then you have a brass synth, and then you have a string synth. Each can run together independently. You can split them across the keyboard any way you like here. If we look at this bottom corner here, you see you've got keyboard, motion, and effects. If you look at motion, these are where you can split your keys any way you wish. And you even have some quick split options here. So for example, we could do this. The red is the synth. The green is the brass and the blue is the strings. You also have a awesome effects section. So let's just go onto effects. Down here, you have 5 effects slots, right? But this is for each individual thing. So synth, you have 5 effect slots. Brass, you have 5 effect slots. Strings 5, and then you have a global 5 effects. So you could put, like, on the global, it would be things like maybe limiters, compressors, EQs, enhancers, that kind of thing. You have an incredible amount of effects to choose from here. So for example, if I just go select effect, I think there's something like 17. You have a bucket brigade delay flanger, a compressor, digital delay, digital reverb, distortion, EQ, dual delay, dual ensemble. We'll take a look at all of these: lo-fi, galactic reverb, flanger, etc., tape, springs, 7-band EQ, loads of cool stuff. You have an effects modulator as well. You will see on most of these effects, if we look here, you see just it says mod, and it'll have a little thing going down here. And this is your modulation plus a minus amount. And this is to do with our effects modulator. So if it's in the center, you'll hear no modulation. If you move it either left or right, you will. Now, let's just go into this here, and I'm just going to go to motion for the start, and I'm going to go down to this contrails patch here. Right, okay, so I'm going to go back to keyboard a sec. So this is the kind of cool stuff you can do. Because it has this motion section, you have a polyphonic sequencer here, which can be either notes or chords, and you decide the notes or the chords that go in. And it's basically, it's a 32, it has 16 steps, but it has steps A and B, and these can be played in different ways, okay? So you just basically record what you want in this stepwise. Then it has 2 identical ARPs, and as you can see here, you have synth, brass, and strings, synth, brass, and strings, synth, brass, and strings. The ARPs and the sequencer can be sent to either or, all of them, or independently of each instrument. Okay, so you could have, say, arpeggiator 2 doing the strings, arpeggiator 1 doing the brass, and the sequencer doing the actual synth. This is a really nice patch. And we have aftertouch going on here, and this is our aftertouch section here, and you can see where they've got this routed for this particular patch here, you see. You have your mod wheel. If we look at our main keyboard display here, you have mod wheel here, and then you have pitch bend here. So, and then you set the bend amount and the mod. Awesome stuff. Now you turn off each section with these orange buttons here. So you'll see you've got mixer, mixer, mixer. So anything that's underneath this button will control the synth, then the brass here, and then the strings. So if we want to turn off, say, for example, the brass and the strings, now we're just listening to the synth. And like I said, we've got 2 oscillators. And we're looking at the effects here on the synth. So let's go to our effects. Let's bring the mix in for our reverb. You can copy effects, move into the next chain. So say for example, we want to put an EQ in here. We choose this. We'll go, okay, what's we got set? 7-band EQ. And then we can play with our sound as we wish. So we have a filter envelope here and a amp envelope. So now we're making a plucky sound. So now we've got this kind of plucky synth sound. Let's put in a delay for this as well, shall we? So maybe a digital delay. Here we go. And we'll sync it up. And I'll set this at 1/8 dotted because it sounds great. I'm going to take the mix down a little bit, I think, for this. Now go into my motion control. And I think I'm going to set up ARP3 now to be the synth. So all I need to do is turn it on because it's already routed to the synth here. So now let's slow this down a little bit. So speed. I'm going to sync this up. So the ARP, you can do several interesting things with the arpeggiator. Let's make this a bit cooler as well, this sound. Right, so we have swing for the ARP, chance, which is very cool. Push and pull, so slightly different feel. And then we have up and down, down and up, etc. We also have some very, very cool features, like for example, this leap. Listen to this. And if leap sounds great if you add more octaves in. And then obviously this is order you play the notes in. So very cool. And of course, what happens is it's really awesome is when we start to bring all the other stuff back in with it as well. Don't forget we have another ARP on the brass. Let's bring our string level up. So you can do some really interesting stuff very quickly just using the sequencer here. Okay, so now I've got this, and if I switch it on and play it, hold a note, make sure it's on. So now it's on loop. I can play over the top. But now this is cool. Say for example, I don't want to play the brass. It's got the synth, right? I'm going to take the synth all the way off. But now when I let go, of course, the sequence is still playing. But if I play the keyboard, all we're hearing is all we're now hearing is the synth, but not when I play a key. So if I want to change the sound for the brass, and I'll just put maybe some effects on the brass. So I'll go to our effects section here, choose our brass, which is the green one here, and I'll put on a tape echo. And maybe a compressor. Epic stuff. Awesome, eh? Now the repeat, we can modulate this. Look, we've got an arrow pointing down. It says mod. Now if I say for example, I would maybe like a bucket brigade flanger. I'm going to change the position. In fact, I'll put the compressor at the end. And if I go to my synth effects, I've got nothing going on here, so I'm going to put in another, I think, compressor. And maybe choose It's brilliant, this is. And I'm not even used the strings. Nice, eh? And we've got lots of different, like, I mean, I'm in the motion category at the moment. And making use of split keyboard ranges here. So. Tons of stuff, it's just fab. you listen to just the strings, I'll just bring the string range in and turn the volume up. Just the strings. If you turn the ensemble off and the vibrato, this is a really good string machine on its own. So. So you can pan the brass and pan the strings right here in the master section. However, you can pan the two independent oscillators in VCO1 and VCO2 as well. Just underneath here, you've got volume, so you've got a mixer for that, and panning for the independent synth oscillators. Look at strings, listen. Different octaves. And these can be blended. You have the ensemble. Of a basic envelope, so just attack and release. 20 seconds, is that? So a long time. So all you have is it's always going to sustain. Up to 20 seconds of attack, which is nice for a string machine. So strings are blue, don't forget. So you'll have this cool bowing effect, which puts a little scoop at the beginning. Hear that? And then you have vibrato. And this is affected by this here, so. And then you have a delay time for the vibrato to come in. Well, let's do the classic trick and let's put a phaser onto these strings. So select our strings here. And let's just select a phase. So we'll dual phaser. Let's look at the effects. Very nice. Okay, so you can do lots of different things with, I mean, even the brass synth is good if we turn off everything else. We've obviously got our ARP on there, so let's sort that out. Actually, now on the brass, the envelope generator, filter and the volume are shared. It's a shared envelope generator. So which one are we on here? So you get the idea. It's pretty straightforward. It's not, when you start to break this down, it's not complicated at all. It's dead straightforward. You're basically looking at 3 different synths. Underneath of these are the controls, and then you've got your motion section, which you can assign the step sequencer or either of the 2 arpeggios to any of the other stuff. I mean, you can assign everything just to the brass if you want to. You know, it's up to you. Let's choose another preset, shall we, to mess with. Motion. I don't know what's this one. Inverted keys. So you have different split sections here. These are quick splits, but like I said, you can, if you want to, just control this however you like, you know. And you can see the note that's applied. The split. You also have crossfade, and what happens then is once crossfade is on, it fades between these different splits. Easiest way to show this, if we do this. So at the moment, all of this is switched on. If I say, for example, take the synth down here and take the strings down here, all we're going to hear is we're just listening to the brass. So all we're hearing is the brass. So let's take that there like that. Let's increase the string range and this. So now what will happen is it fades. So you see how that works now? Instead of it being a sharp cut off at the note, so just the synth. Now this, let's do this. Let's take this like this. Let's take that like that. And let's bring this like this. Let's switch on crossfade. I am going to do this. You see now the strings are fading in. So we're just left with the brass. So that's very cool, the crossfade as well. And then you have different presets. These are quick presets for you to play around with, right? Okay, so let's choose another. What's this? Loads of So I'm going to finish off the video by playing loads and loads of presets for you. Oh, before I do that though, let me just show you a couple of these effects. Let's go on to a new thing. I'm just going to switch off the strings and I'm just going to turn the synth up a little bit. Some of these effects are absolutely awesome. So we go to effects, we'll make sure we're on our synth section here. You can select it here as well. And look, first of all, I want to show you the lo-fi one. Hey, listen. Very cool. If we have this on, this will just randomize between the wow, the flutter, the vinyl, and the hum. We can modulate, the hum is the modulatable source here. that's kind of lo-fi. You have a cool spring. I think these effects, they're absolutely lovely. They are. Dual ensemble. That would be nice on the strings, of course, and dual phaser, which we had a look at earlier. Then you have lush verb. Seven-band EQ. Ring modulator. Which is reminiscent of the CS80's ring modulator. Galactic verb. Okay, let's get on with some presets, shall we? Of course, like all Cherry Audio synths, you can hide the extras, so you're just left with the actual synth on screen, if that's something you want. And you can also focus in, so you can hit focus and you've got access to really deep dive programming without having to strain your eyes if that is happening. So we could go back and look at this. And it's really good because, you know, if you, whatever effect you choose, it's now massive on screen, which is awesome stuff. And you can just reset this and go back to the actual main view. Guys, listen, if you've watched this video premiere, thank you very much. I am going to play some more presets for another 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already struck that like, please strike it now. If you're watching at any other time and you've got this far, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Please strike the like. And I'll see you guys later. Ta-ra. I like that.